collectors and action figure fans. It's the one and only optibotimus coming with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers War for Cybertron Generations Selects Soundwave Spy Patrol 3rd Unit. That's literally what it says right there. Soundwave Spy Patrol 3rd Unit. So yeah, the backup team, I suppose. But all the Generations Selects come in this just brown, almost looks like recycled packaging. Oh, hey, look, it is. But I do really like this spray painted sort of looking Autobot logo. That looks really cool. But when you open it, all you really have is that. You can see the figures right there, and you can even pop this whole thing out. Here's the instructions and things of that nature, and you can actually take this. And the cool thing, and I was made aware of this on my recent live show, that you can flip this inside out, and instead of making it look like this, you can actually completely flip the box around, and now when you close it, you can create a big, giant cassette tape. That's freaking cool, if you ask me. Absolutely love that little bit. And you got side A right there, and of course side B. So you have like a giant cassette. But here are the figures in their little clamshell tray. You get instructions with them. Now, honestly, I only got this set because of Frenzy, which is this guy right there, which to me that's Rumble, but whatever. The other ones are Decepticon Wing Thing, and that's a repaint of Rat-Bat, and then you get another repaint of Rat-Bat, that is Decepticon Scar, and then you get a repaint, and I think a retool, it comes with a different head, of Decepticon Knock. I don't know who any of those characters are. I'm sure someone's going to tell me. I don't really care. Honestly, I just wanted it for Frenzy or Rumble, whichever you want to call him. I base my knowledge on Transformers based on the cartoon. So for me, again, that's Rumble. But that's it. So for the packaging, that's about it. So let's get these guys out here and see how cool they actually are. Alright guys, so here we have Soundwave's 3rd Unit Spy Patrol open up and out of their packaging. And as you can see, they're supposed to be like cassettes. They don't look like cassettes. I mean, even when you look at like the Ravage and Laserbeak that I had previously, these don't look like cassettes. Let's be honest. I mean, they're shaped like them, but there's no discernible aspects about these that make it look like a cassette. I guess maybe with Knock here, you can kind of see that it maybe looks like the little tape thing is there, but that's it. Frenzy, Rumble, whatever, whoever you want to call them, doesn't really have that. I mean, it's kind of molded in there, but doesn't really look like it. Now, with these two, I have no idea which one is which, because all we have to go by are black and white pictures of them, but when you look at Scar, he's a little bit darker of a color, so I'm guessing maybe this one is Scar, and this one is Wing Fang. I'm going to call him Wing Fang, because I like it better than just Wing Thing. But you can see that he's lighter in color, so maybe. I don't know. I'm probably going to get corrected. Who knows? But they don't really look like cassettes. Now, they do function with the Siege Soundwave, so bringing him in, it's a little bit tricky. You're going to push the button here, and they don't really slide in. You just kind of wedge them in there and then close it. But when you close it, it doesn't really open. They're very big inside there, so you kind of have to hold that down and then pull that out to get that to come out. And they all fit in there. He's a little bit easier, honestly. That looks pretty good with the coloring. But again, pushing it, it doesn't do anything. And that's the same thing with these guys. They didn't do a very good job of fitting in here. Yeah, whatever. I mean, they never did. So putting him in there, that is ugly. Get that. And then taking he fits in there. Oh, no, he fits in there pretty decently, I guess. So, again, they don't open very well. There you go, pull him out. So, you do have that same functionality with them. And like I said, I really only wanted Frenzy, or Rumble. So, I mean, I have these guys. I didn't get the red version of him. That comes in a pack with Rat-Bat. That, who knows what happened with that. There are some that you can buy from China, but I always feel like that's iffy. I'm worried that those are going to be knockoffs. And the cheaper versions of them are all there. The ones that are here, at least in the US, are always like $50. And I don't feel like paying $50 for a Rat-Bat, which I don't really care that much about Rat-Bat, honestly. And Rumble Frenzy, whatever, the red version of that guy. So honestly, like these ones, I don't even care about. This is the most important one. But transformation, very, very simple on all of these. You're going to pull the leg down, rotate. Oh, I should mention, let me put this back up. You do have this piece here. The other ones had it too, but you can, it's hard to get to. So I'm using one of Drift's little swords here. You can pull this out. And if you wanted to, bringing in Soundwave here again, you can plug this in on the side and use that as a shield. I always kind of thought it was funny to do that because you're putting their face there. So their shield is, their face is literally shielding people. So I'm like, that's terrible. But transformation. So tucking that thing back up in his back, you're going to rotate these down, spin it around obviously, and then rotate that in. Do that on this side as well. Rotate that in. Pull these little pieces out like so, and then extend that down. So you guys, you can just pull that out. Do that there as well. Very blocky looking, but cool. And like I said, I like the fact that we're getting these. They're very simplistic, honestly, but very, very fun to have. So there is Knock, I guess. Here is Frenzy. I'm going to call him Rumble. I'm going to rotate this around. And to be totally honest, the coloring even on this isn't all that right. If you're going by the animation, he really should be almost in between this color and that color. He's a little bit more purple in the cartoon. So there's that, and I don't think anything. Does that even run? What does that do? That don't do nothing. So there is Frenzy. Said him right, meow. Again, I think that this is Wang Fang. I don't know. We're going to spin it around here, bring these down, angle these out. Now the head is a little bit tricky to do. It juts forward. There's two hinges here, so you can see it bends down like this, but there's another one right below it that's tricky to get to bend. So again, I'm going to use this just to kind of wedge that. I'm not a big fan of that. There we go. But that shifts his head forward, and then you're going to take the little feet here and fold those down. Now, I did make a mistake in talking. I'm not sure exactly which one is Rat-Bat's head, to be totally honest, but there are new heads with these. So these guys here, if you come in, they're obviously repaints, but you can also see that there is a different head sculpt on both of them. I'm assuming that Rumble has the same head as this guy. Knock here has a completely different head, which is fantastic. I did not notice that these guys also have different heads. So setting him there, coming around to this one, it's the same transformation. That shifts down, that shifts down, this shifts out. And then again, that one actually hinges a whole heck of a lot better. Pull down his little feetums. But taking a look at Scar and Wing Fang, you can see that they actually have different heads as well. That's kind of cool. I do like that. I feel like this is more the Rat-Bat one, though. This guy who's got this wicked evil grin thing going on there. Like I said, I don't care that much about Rat-Bat. He predominantly was just a new character that I saw in the animated cartoon, the animated movie, and I know that he had more of a role in everything in other comics and things like that, and I just didn't really care that much, but here they are, and they're good. I mean, I do really like them. Taking a look at Nock here, paint detail looks really very nice gunmetal gray throughout there, some little blue bits and a little purple section right there. Articulation on them is fairly basic, as all of these are. The head actually does rotate, it's fairly stiff, but you can rotate that, which is nice. The shoulders here, as part of the transformation, you can hinge upward, but you also have that ball joint right there. I guess you could kind of say that the wrists move in. All of them have the little post right there. So if you have any of the blast effects, you can put that on there. It's a little bit unfortunate that they don't come with the pile drivers, well, at least with Frenzy, but, you know, it is what it is. You have a pin hinge joint right here, so it's pinned in so you can move it forward and then hinge it out. Then you got a ball joint here for the knee. So decent articulation in the guys. Very simplistic, but very cool. Then again, taking a look at Frenzy or Rumble, really nice. I think they did a really good job of capturing the likeness, especially like here with the chest. This looks a lot more like a tape than like the backside there. So I mean, that's really cool and really nice Decepticon logo there. None of these other ones have logos on them. He doesn't have a logo. He has a logo. He doesn't have a logo, so there's that for you. These things don't like stand in very well either. So that does look really nice. Again, really want to get that red version of him, whatever you want to call him, just to go along with the rest of the guys. That's kind of ugly, honestly. Yeah, you know, they all kind of have that. That's a little obvious. I figure they could have put that in a better place, but maybe not. I don't know. But nice paint detail on here as well. Taking a look at what I can only assume is Wing Fang. The articulation for this is a little bit different. You have the little wing section that allows you to hinge it out. You have a little thing right here so you can have him kind of flying looking. You can't really, I guess you can kind of stand him like that. That kind of works. So you got the little legs right here so you can do a little walking thing. He's got his little neck joint. So there's Wing Fang, and then taking a look at, again, I'm just assuming Scar, same articulation, and he can kind of sit with that out as well. I do love that face. That is really wicked cool. It's really fun, though. I mean, here is Ravage, here is Laserbeak. I still think that Laserbeak is the best out of all these little guys. But you're rounding out the Spy Patrol for Soundwave. So some bitch don't want to stand, so let's try doing that. So that's cool that they're giving us these little guys, and I think that it's worth picking up. I think that they are great, and like I said, they go great with this guy. Personally, though, price-wise, I mean, these are like $20, but you get 4 figures. You don't get any accessories with them. I wish that he came with some pile drivers. I don't know why they couldn't have. He also does come with, I know that the original Rat-Bat has like little thruster things here in the back. I don't know why you couldn't have given that. I mean, you could have easily have made this go up and then had something peg into it. So I don't know why they're not doing that. I know that they just released images of them giving us an accessory pack, which that would be cool if they actually gave us these kind of accessories as part of that accessory pack. Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. You never know, but I do like them. I do recommend picking them up. $20 is probably the most that I would be willing to spend on them, because it basically works out to be about $5 a figure. But realistically, he's the only one that is gonna get displayed. These ones are probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. But the other thing is that they seem to go in and out in terms of availability quite often. You gotta buy this whole set just to get this guy, and I know that some of these are working with like Double Dealer. Again, I don't know. That's weird. So I'm sure some people are going to want to get them for various reasons. Hopefully they come out and are very readily available as part of that whole Selects line. Makes them a little bit more exclusive. You're not going to find them at regular brick and mortar retail stores. So you're going to have to go through places like Big Bad Toy Store or other online stores and things like that. Hi. Hi. So, to keep it really simple for you guys, I think that right now they are listed as sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, but I would imagine, at least I would hope, they're going to get more. So what I'll do is put a link right down in the video description where you can go to BBTS and keep tabs on availability on these guys, as well as the rest of the wide range of Transformer figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Remember, if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would do one small thing for me, and that's simply just to hit that thumbs up button. That one very small gesture really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. And hey, why not do another giveaway? Let's do it like we've done with the other ones. When this video gets to 1,000 likes, I'll pick one of the people in the comments section to get these 3 figures. He's drunk. He's gonna fall. Not that one. But I'll give you these ones. So all you gotta do, leave a comment, like this video, and when it gets to that 1,000 like mark, I'll pick one of you guys in the comment section to get those 3. So good luck and get going. Also, a huge shout out to all of my patrons who, through their continued support, now more than ever, really help to make reviews like this possible. And if you'd like information on how you can help support my channel by becoming a patron, feel free to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/optibotimus. And as always, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.